I'm sorry, I just had to do that little rant because really, I just want to finish. And get back to my life. I constantly say this in like every so often, every other couple of videos. These are just to like inspire you, just like you can go through the worst you can go through the worstest situations, but when you're ready to heal those traumas, when you're ready to get past those obstacles, there is still light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I used to think like my life would never get better. I used to think I was like cursed or something, like, or I always thought that it just would never get better for me. But it's like the more I kept pushing myself, the more I kept setting goals for myself, and there'd be a lot of talks. Like, that's how I ended up getting the job at the hospital. I would make deals with God, with the universe, and I would just tell him or her, like, I'm gonna try to do better. Whoever needs my help, I'm gonna stop gossiping as much. I'm gonna start to do this more. I'm gonna start to do this more. I'm gonna stop arguing as much. I'm gonna stop being as mad as much. I'm gonna stop with the suicidal thoughts. I'm gonna stop with this, and I just need your help to get me to this level, and I need to be in this position for this many years, or this many, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I used to really, every time I left, even though if it was short term, left those relationships, like for them couple of months, like I started to thrive. Like I would say, like I would start to lose weight. My skin would start to get clear. I was a much nicer person. Like I still would like go through where I would miss them, or where I would, start to be like, woe is me, why me, like why I'm not that pretty, why I can't find somebody that loves me for me. I still went through that stage. Like it doesn't go away, but it's just like having to relive these stories. It's like, and then when you tell somebody or you hear somebody else's story, you're like, oh my God, like I went through that too, but my situation was like this. I went through that experience too, but my situation, like, even though all our experience may be the same, but the outcome is always going to be different. Some people rather not see what that outcome is going to be. Some people prefer to just stay in them toxic situations and rather put their selves in danger, rather put their children in danger. And sometimes it's not even worth it. Because when you really look at that person for who that person is, like, why put my kids through trauma? Why put me through trauma? Because I may not be alive tomorrow. And I gave up my life for what? Like, I almost was like, and I know I'm jumping far ahead, but there was a couple of times I just wanted to end my life because I couldn't understand why I loved him so much. I couldn't understand why I loved this man so much, and he kept doing this. Like, I haven't seen or heard from him, so I don't know his business from the last time but the last time, like, we talked, we was on good terms, which is in 2017. Buddy had 13 kids, and I didn't even find out about the 13th one until, like, we wasn't talking for almost a year. So for a man, or for a boy like this, to have because at 13, he was not even 30 yet when he hit his 13th child. So that's why I'm like, you gotta evaluate the person too. Because even with the first one, you have four children, 3 different females. All you do is just run around, do what you do, and 2 of your kids don't even know you. Like, you're just a poor example of a male. So it just shows you, like, sometimes you gotta evaluate that person too, like, and even yourself. Because like I said, like in the other video, like, what was so special about these dudes? But then I had to take accountability for myself too, because I didn't love myself. I allowed these boys to continue to treat me that way, to continue dragging me, to mistreat me, to lie to me, to use me, to abuse me. And they thought because I would have multiple kids by them, it meant that I would never go nowhere, because they knew what type of female I was. I wasn't the type of female that ran into the street. I wasn't the type of female that cheated. I cooked, I cleaned. I was very faithful. And then I was a homebody. I didn't really go out like that. And when I did, it was for my birthday or for my friend's birthday, or just to, like, go out and have a good time. So you have to, like, I don't know how to say it, like, you have to make that discernment for yourself sometimes. Yeah, it's scary to be by yourself. Yes, it's gonna be hard, but is it gonna be worth, like, your kids being molested, raped every night? Is it worth you being beaten, raped, and then, falling into depression, falling into drugs? Is all of that worth it? Is a person that more important than you are for you to want to take your own life over another person? Sometimes you got to be selfish and choose you. You have to get to that point in your life where you and choose you. Yeah, it's gonna be sad that your children is not gonna grow up in the same home with both parents, but I'd rather that than I'm 50, 60 years old and one of my kids, we was been waiting for you to leave.